distinguished adventurers, welcome to Community Q&A. It's been a while.
I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been a little busy. There's been stuff going on and holidays and all sorts of stuff, but here I am back with Sean. Hi, Sean. How you doing?
Good, Lauren. How are you?
I am having Thanksgiving on the internet.
Yeah.
American Turkey
Giving
Day.
your thanks to everybody.
Yeah. You know, when you work for a Canadian company, sometimes it's just better to do the Canadian Thanksgiving. So here we are. Hello to everybody in chat. It's probably going to be a slightly more quiet day as we anticipate there's probably a lot of people who are enjoying Turkey Day.
But there were 211 people with Garwar coming in hot, so thanks for the raid, Garwar.
Thank you, Garwar. Hope you're having a wonderful Turkey Day. Hope your stream went well. If you are new to this stream, which you might be because we were off for a couple of weeks.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, because it was Extra Life last week, and then it was Remembrance Day the week before.
Yep.
And then was there something the week before? I can't remember.
God. I think we were on the 4th, but I'm not 100%. But like, it's definitely like, I came into this room to set up the lights and everything, and I was like, oh, this is it's been a while since I've been in here.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh, and Garwar is heading out to start the smoker for the turkey. Very nice. Very nice. Anyway, if you are new to the show, Sean and I spend the next 2 hours having some fun, answering lots of community questions, chatting about random stuff, and me being super excited about the new variants because Ermengarde Orkira is a variant image, and I love it so much.
Immortalized forevermore.
Yes, it's not that she's in the game or is, a character in the game. It's the fact that her image is a variant. I don't know why this tickled me so much when it got announced. I was just like, oh, they're using her for the Dragonborn thing. So, it made me so happy. Anyway, if you have any questions that you have for either of us about the game, about us, about Orkira, about Thanksgiving, even though I'm not doing anything Thanksgiving right now, definitely go ahead and put it in chat so our wonderful moderators and producers, Martin and Mars, M&M, are going to grab it and stick it in our backstage document so that we can see it. Put question in big capital letters at the front of it so it's easier for our friends to grab. And we'll go from there. And hi chat. And I'm going to go ahead and get this variant started while the actual questions start rolling in because I'm excited. I'm going to put all the Dragonborn in one place. It's going to be great.
Get the formation set up before we start digging into questions.
Yep. So let me get this going. I mean, we can dig into some questions, and I will just start building a formation here.
I mean, Naughty Bear is already coming out strong with is it better than Orkira with cotton candy?
Yes. This is definitely better than Orkira with cotton candy, by far. Yes. I mean, it's wonderful. Okay, so we're going to have... So my goal here is Dragonborn. And if I can't do Dragonborn, either a Heroes of the Plains character or a Kobold. So we got a Briv, we got an Alindra, we got a Freely, we got Human. I mean, we're not going to be able to use them all, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? Birdsong might be our one holdout.
Havilar?
Havilar as a Kobold.
Yeah.
Yes. Avrin and
Archon. Oh. You said Dragonborn first. You got to pick Archon. You set the rules, Lauren. I didn't. I'm just making you. I'm just gonna make you follow them.
Terrible mistakes have been made. Horrible mistakes have been made. I am so sorry, Penelope.
Yeah. Hope was here. Then no, she's gone.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset right now. You know what? I can make Ishii our DPS. That will work.
Yes. DPS Ishii, let's go.
DPS. Okay, we definitely need a Briv. I'll fix all of the actual who's using what familiar in a second. Let's get Briv in there. And questions.
Yeah, Raider ICG is asking, what would Kira have for a Thanksgiving meal?
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie with the little marshmallows on top, of course. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of sweet potato.
I guess I gotta go. Ooh. I mean, you know what, friend of Tall Monsters, we gotta go. I can totally understand the not a fan of sweet potato. Like, that is and depending on how the pie is made, I have learned that what I remember growing up, sweet potato pie was a hardcore dessert with lots of sugar. It is not healthy. But apparently, people who have made sweet potato pie that don't have the marshmallows on top, that is more of like a veggie kind of thing. It has way less sugar, and those don't sound good.
Yeah, that's just like a pot pie at that point.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Real Bunny Beast is asking, are you excited for the next champion who, according to Sean's description in the Reddit Q&A, seems to have cotton candy-like attributes? If only they knew.
I'm cotton candy-like attributes. I am.
The Reddit Q&A said they're sweet and something. Hold on, what did it say? The new champion is fluffy and sweet. But when you consider who the next champion is, it's very funny to think of it that way.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I will back up Sean's play here. There are not enough Dragonborn who are...
No.
Yeah, I mean... I know Dinar is not a tank. But he heals everyone behind him, so go be up front. You're a paladin. You can go be up front. All right.
You can take a hit.
So this is an interesting decision. Actually, I'm not going to have Havilar, so no, never mind.
Oh, you took Havilar out?
Well, because I have to have Arkin in here, and Havilar is a tank, and so I think I'm going to human it up. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So sorry, Havilar. They just bulk up. Okay, I'm sorry. I got totally distracted putting together, being like, oh, Mehen, what am I doing with you? I guess, yeah, we're doing Grumpy Stacks, and then we'll have a... Grumpy Stacks, and we want to stick...
I just think if you're using, like, Mehen, having Havilar will make him a lot more effective.
Yes,
right?
But then, like, who am I getting rid of if...
Alindra.
But Alindra.
I know.
But Alindra.
Follow the rules first.
Well, but I said...
Havilar does look like a kobold.
Look like a kobold, but what I said was Dragonborn. And then if I didn't have a Dragonborn, then either Heroes of the Plains or a kobold. So she's in... Okay, it would be a more effective formation, I guess. Well, actually, no, really wouldn't. So I would get rid of Alindra and put Dinar back. Well, no, because I would put Dinar back there, and then it would lose the buff to Ishii. 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Yeah, you just move Ishii back a bit, or swap Ishii to put where Freely is.
Yeah, that's true.
That way they're still adjacent to.
They're still yeah.
Do we need to be adjacent to Alindra? I don't use Alindra a lot. So
you have to be adjacent to Alindra to get her bonus. So yeah, that's one of the harder things about using all of the Heroes of the Plains is there's a bunch of them that require adjacencies, like Alindra, Averin, and Penelope. So
and Whittle now too, because Whittle wants more people around them.
They want more people around them, but it's less important for Whittle to be next to the DPS than just around a lot of people. So you can put Whittle, and Whittle is still super effective, not next to the DPS, but Alindra, Averin, and Penelope all want to be like, hi, how you doing? Hi, we're right here.
Yeah,
whereas Orkira's like,
shaking hands,
hi, I'll be back here. And Freely don't care. So if I'm in a formation and where I got to get the three of them, Anyway, oh, this is so hard. You know what? I'm sticking with this.
All right. Garwick has a question asking, Simril got pushed back a little bit, so we're doing back-to-back content drops, which means it's also a double Time Gate weekend. So Time Gate this weekend, Time Gate next weekend. I did get that confirmed today, so.
Good. Yeah. The end of the year is always a little difficult to schedule out.
Yeah, schedule's a bit weird, but I promise you'll enjoy it. It'll be good.
Yeah. And next week, there will be a lot of really, really fun announcements.
Ooh.
That's all
exciting.
I'm saying.
Gray eye-shaped. Shouldn't you be using the Dragon Familiars too? They've been working on the formation first, then familiars after, right?
You know what though? They're right. I'm starting to work on the familiars. So yeah. Well, that's a dragon parrot, so we're good there. So here we'll get the charlatan in there.
Yeah. T-Mac goes on Archon, right?
I haven't unlocked. I don't have the suitor. Yeah. I don't have. You know what? I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna put Baby Bahamut on Archon.
Oh, that's evil.
Come at me, Joe.
Or is it good?
It's both. Orkira has to have the Phoenix. That's. I'm gonna insist the Phoenix is out there.
There's your one allowable change.
Well, I don't know if I've got enough dragon familiars anyway. So, all right, let's get. We'll put Tiamat out on the field.
There's the blue dragon.
We gotta get Alindra's Grant out there.
What about the pseudo dragon?
Oh, I hadn't gotten to this one yet. So,
I think it's in a different party.
Well, you know what? I can make that work. Yeah. So the dragon, the pseudo dragon, and the fairy dragon are in the other party. But you know what? Here we'll get them back. Signed to another party. Well, I'll go grab them.
Go grab them, yeah. Okay.
I'll go grab them. We'll answer more questions.
Yeah. Next question. Doorbell Streams is asking a question. But what is that wild offer? I don't recognize it. Do you have a wild offer?
You know what? I might have, and then I might have clicked off of it just to give more real estate. Let's see if it comes back up when I.
If you check the shop too, it'll show there too.
Here we go. Wild offer.
Yes, that would be an epic feat.
Yeah.
Which was added in yesterday.
Yeah, we recently updated wild offers to try to make them work a bit better.
Yeah. They'll include feats. There's a chance for 1 feat or 2 feats, double skins I've seen as well, champions, champion plus feat, champion plus skins. So, bunch of new stuff added in.
All sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Where did I put those?
The Real Bunny Beast. What's the worst that could happen with Archon in the party? It's not like he's in a ninja legendary artifacts, right?
You know, I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him.
Misty Duval says, what are your top 3 familiars?
Oh, me personally? Or
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. Also, I'm just going to call this out. Sly Theris in the chat saying, is 2 feet actually 4 feet? Yes. That is math. Okay. I'm gonna say the Phoenix, but I feel like I am super biased. So I can't. After that.
Well, the Phoenix is in a tier of its own.
Yeah,
right? And then it's like there's Phoenix and then the next 3.
Yeah, when you have an elder elemental god, it's hard to not go there. I really like Prism. Like, there's a bunch of flumps and that I love, and Pirate Armored Flow is amazing. But I really love Prism. Prism is amazing. It's so hard to pick. It's so hard to pick. I really like Fenris, specifically because he's in play position. He's in that downward facing dog play position, and it just looks adorable.
Yeah.
I Hoot and Howl. I mean, Hoot and Clover. Sorry, Hoot and Clover from Sketching Hour. It's hard not to love them because, like, I didn't draw them, obviously, but
are they your top?
Are they my top? Oh, wait. So how many do I have?
Your top 3.
My top 3.
So Fenris and Prism.
Well, hold on, wait. If I can only pick 3.
Wait a minute, yeah.
I thought just some of my top. Okay, wow. Not including the Phoenix, because Phoenix wins and is. Yeah. I'm super
Phoenix is penultimate. We're okay with that.
Super duper biased. 100% biased. I love so many.
It's very hard to pick.
Oh my god! How do I pick just? How do I pick 3? Okay. I'm gonna go with the gift wrap mimic.
Oh, classic. Okay.
Classic. I've had it for a long time. It was fun to earn. It's ridiculous on the screen doing the little chomping motion. It's adorable. I love it. So that's 1. I'm gonna count Hoot and Clover as 1 familiar. I'm cheating a little bit here because
I'll allow it. I'll allow it
because of them both being part of the Sketching Hour. I think I gotta go. But those fancy red pandas on the bikes are so good. So good.
Yeah.
It is so good. All the familiars for Heroes of the Plains. There. That's number 3. Sean, what are your favorite
Come
familiars?
on.
You know what? I don't care. Fight me. It's fine.
Fluffy the Beholder, Baby Tiamat,
Oops.
and
yeah, Fluffy is adorable.
yeah, Fluffy's great. And I'm gonna go with.
I passed by Baby Tiamat. There's still just as
and honestly, the panda on the bike, the fancy panda, like you can't get better than that.
Yeah. Here, we'll go ahead and put Fancy Panda there. Oh, and I was gonna replace. So we've got the Pseudo Dragon, and we've got it was the Pixie Dragon. There we go.
The Lurking Writer says, by the way, I love the new overlay art. What is the name of the adorable kitty and why is there art of them? And then in brackets, I know who they are. I just want you to talk about it.
I appreciate you so much. Hey, look at that. Look, I've got them ready to go.
Oh, God. He's so cute.
So there's still a week left in order to purchase Star, the Displacer Beast kitty, who is our charity familiar for Extra Life. You can still get them right now in your game. And let me actually go back to the game. Oh, I have too many windows open. Too many windows. Let's go back to, and I'll grab Star and put them out here.
Put them on the bar, on the ultimate.
Oh yeah, that's true. We'll have two.
Have them walk back and forth.
Here they are.
It's moonwalking. Okay. Moon sliding.
Yeah. They're adorable. Definitely go into your game and see if you can get them. Or you don't have to see if you can get them. Go ahead and make a purchase, and you will be donating to our Extra Life event. And there's one more week.
Balkan 25 has a question. With the double time gate weekend now, will this eliminate the double time gate weekend that happens earlier in the year? I don't think it will.
Yeah.
No, we've planned for it. Don't worry.
Leap years.
Yeah.
I don't think that's actually why. I just wanted to be able to shake my fist and say leap year.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good reason for it anyway. Is next year a leap year?
I don't know. I said that without knowing.
Next leap year.
You look that up.
2024, next leap year.
Okay, so it is coming up.
Yeah. Luciera, looks like you've added new things to Wild Offers, Champions, Unlocks, and Feats. Why no changelog for that? That is a good question. I will poke Peter about.
Oh, did we not?
Yeah, it didn't get changelogged for whatever reason.
No, that's a good call out then, because absolutely. Yeah.
The Real Bunny Beast has a question for you, Lauren. Have you seen the first 2 Hawkeye episodes yet? What do you think? I love it. Says the Real Bunny Beast.
I have not. For a couple of reasons, because yes, I am super excited about Pizza Dog and Hawkeye and all of the. Yes. Okay. So, I can't say for sure, obviously, because I haven't seen any of the shows yet. But from what I have seen of the previews, this Hawkeye series is based on the Hawkeye from the comics that was written by Matt Fraction and Dave Aja, which is basically Hawkeye in that version of the comics. He doesn't have a family, and it's a little bit different. So I think they've redone things to make it work with the MCU universe. But he's it's basically him at home, like being a superhero who is a superhero who is a human who also has to deal with like rent and weird stuff that's going on in his apartment. He, in one of the first episodes or one of the first comics, gets a spoiler alert. But you know what? It's about a puppy. It's about a dog. And so if it convinces you to watch it or read that comic, the comic is outstanding. And it's amazing. Go pick up the Matt Fraction, Dave Aja version of Hawkeye. I believe they're available as a collection. It's finished. It's really, 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 really good. And it includes Clint Barton rescuing a dog from a bunch of mobsters who they've been calling Pizza Dog. And I think the actual dog's name is Lucky. But it's Pizza Dog because, and this dog is amazing. And there is not an episode of the comic. What do you call comic book issues? Thank you. There's an issue of the comic that is brilliant. That is it follows Pizza Dog, and it's from Pizza Dog's perspective.
That'd be Hawkeye Volume 4, issue number 11.
Thank you. Hey.
It's in the notes in the wiki I have up. So
I appreciate.
I did not know that.
It is awesome. So it is probably one of the best comic issues. I don't have a wide comic library, but it is amazing. It is all from Pizza Dog's perspective. So anytime you hear other characters, you see other characters talking, it's just like lines and gibberish, except for individual words that a dog would recognize, like their name or food or good boy or things like that. And he goes on this whole adventure and does all of this stuff, and it is amazing. So I am super excited for the Marvel series. I'm sorry, this turned into a rant. No, I'm not sorry. I've not seen it yet for 2 reasons. One, it came out like Monday at midnight, is I think when they released those.
Yeah, it was Sunday this week, yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, basically. And so I haven't had a lot of time, and Wednesday was actually super busy. And I am getting together on Friday with some friends. We're doing a Friendsgiving at the end of the day, just like a little get-together. And the plan when we planned this was we'll watch the 2 episodes of Hawkeye together. So I'm intentionally waiting. So do not put spoilers into the chat.
Oh, that's a ban.
That's
or at least time out.
So please do not put spoilers into the chat. But I am so excited.
Yeah, chat's pretty good at not spoiling stuff. So
absolutely. And everything that I've talked about is all from the comic. So and I'm trying to make sure I talk around any plot because I have no idea what's going to be in the show.
Oh God! Quick timeout side theory. Say put a spoiler and that Hawkeye shoots a bow. Oh no!
Oh no! So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing it this weekend.
Cool. Grotesco has a question. How do you see all the heroes at the bottom of the screen? I only see 11. I have to click to see more. That'd be narrow bench boxes.
Yeah, if you come to your main menu, you come over here to settings. You have a whole bunch of options, and one of them specifically is narrow bench boxes. Turn that on. You can also turn on the console UI portraits. You can do what I've done and turned off lots of the flashing and particle effects. You can turn on and off the music. You can switch to scientific notation. You could just lots of fun stuff. But narrow bench boxes is what you want.
That's the one. Besides Okira, what is this is from Raider Eric G. What are your top 3 favorite champions in the game?
Why is this the day for top 3s? Why are we so listing?
Hi, welcome to BuzzFeed. You won't believe number 2.
Oh, Sean, you go first on this. What are your top 3 champions?
Top 3 champions are.
And I guess I should ask actually before you answer this: are we ranking them by how often you use them, or?
I think that's just favorite. I think.
Okay.
Ayla, Ishii, and third one. Those 2 are usually my favorite. Third one. Probably Sentry, not gonna lie. I think Sentry's pretty cool. Or Donar. No, Donar. Yeah, Ayla, Ishii, and Donar.
I'm gonna say Heroes of the Plains, Rivals of Waterdeep, and Havilar. There you go. Done. That's what I'm gonna say. My top 3 are Heroes of the Plains, Rivals of Waterdeep, and Havilar.
Smell cheating in this game today.
Listen, I am on the stream. I can make the rules as I want them.
Yeah. The Lurking Red Area has a question. So when can we have Baby Tia what in the game? I honestly I think that would be a good skin for Tiamat rather than it being a whole other familiar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that'd be a fun skin.
Honestly, like as much as I think that'd be a fun skin, and I don't mean this as a slight against Tiamat. Tiamat, because of the fact that it's 5 dragon heads, the dragon heads are a little bit, they're easily recognizable even in the tiny, tiny, tiny form. I worry that a tiny Tiawat, like, you'd lose that long, luscious hair.
Yeah. You couldn't really stare at the what face, too. Like.
Yeah. Oh, that green one.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Queen Mischief's asking, how do you get Baby Tiamat? I think it was in a pack? It had Archon?
I think it's the Archon pack.
Yeah, like the Archon Ascendant. Not Ascendant. The Trials of Mount Tiamat Archon one.
You know what? I'm gonna double check that. Because I think you're right, but
Yeah. Sword Razor has the same question. So
everyone wants the Baby
Tiamat. It shouldn't be in wild offers yet. Like this would have only came out like 2 months, like in October or late December, sometime around there.
there's been so much that's come out, and this happens.
Keeping track of when and what all DLC has been. Oh, it might be the Trials of Tiamat starter pack too. Yeah, you're one of those. Yeah, if you don't have Trials, you won't be able to see it first. So that's probably the big thing.
The Nayeli one is the one that you can't see if you haven't unlocked Trials.
Oh, because Nayeli is that pack. Yeah.
And I think Nayeli comes with stuff that is only available.
Does that come with the Bahamut?
Trials?
No, Bahamut was the dice roll.
Bahamut is the dice roll.
Yeah.
You can see most of the Worm Speaker skins. It's just the Nayeli one that you can't see because because there's a thing in where you can only see them if you can only buy a thing and see it if it includes stuff that you can actually use. And if I remember correctly, that specific skin or that specific pack includes stuff that you need to use in Trials, and so it felt weird. But I'm going to double check all of this because a lot has happened.
All right, you look, I answer.
You look, I answer. Yeah, I answer, I look, you, whatever.
Well, some combination of that. Lord Javax has a question. Any chance for a gym skin? Tank top, sweats, towel as a cape, headband, and water bottles for wands. That's good.
I like it.
That's a flag for later.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah. Hawkeye from MASH is getting pretty old by now. Why the hype?
I mean, I would totally take a MASH DLC. Like, get Hawkeye and BJ and Houlihan and all of them in there. Let's do this. Let's have a whole bunch of healers, like the healer pack.
Baby Team. Someone's saying Baby Tiamat is in the Trials Founders pack, which includes the Naily Worm and Baby Tiamat and a collection of scrolls, which sounds about right. I see some people asking about how to get the Trials of Mount Tiamat. So you have to have completed the Tiamat campaign first. So you have to get all the way to Altarel's Last Stand, that adventure, and beat that. Then once you've beaten that, that'll unlock the Trials of Mount Tiamat dialogue, which you can then open up, complete the adventure there called the Mad God, and that'll unlock the Trials.
Okay, yes. Baby Tiamat comes with Worm Speaker Nayeli, and Worm Speaker Nayeli that's the one that only appears once you've unlocked Trials of Mount Tiamat. I have confirmed that it is, and they were right, it is in the Trials of Mount Tiamat Founders Pack.
Got it. Okay, cool. Ensign Grack is asking, will there be a developer insight stream today?
I think so.
Don't know. They were talking about that earlier. So not 100% on that.
Okay. If it doesn't happen, we will definitely make a announcement or something, because I know Idle Insights is happening, but it is going to be a rerun. It is going to be a previously on.
Oh, okay, cool.
And let me look up what episode they're going to be playing, because that I'm unsure of. But I know it's going to be a rerun, and then if we find out about Dev Insights, Dev Update, Developer, if we find out about
Dev Insights, you're right. You
I
had
don't
it.
know, I couldn't come up with the name of the show.
Design Insights? It's kind of what it mostly is.
David and Justin hang out and answer lots of questions.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a little too long of a title for a show. Let me also find out about Idle Insights. I'm finding out all the things now.
All right. Dota 2 Norax is asking, is there any pseudo-random distribution so when blacksmithing all of the items get equally leveled up until capped? No, it's just purely random. So, it's just a random distribution of them. Some might get more than others. Some, that's really about it.
Yeah.
How to unlock trial? We answered that one. What about using Tia What as a boss in a Witchlight campaign adventure? Kind of like Alabaster Booty Clap.
I mean, frankly, I could see the kids telling the story, like another episode of the kids telling the history of their lives and using, and they're talking about Tiamat, and they just use Tiamat the whole time, except it's Tia What on the screen. Oh,
I think the hardest part with that is it's just the approvals needed to get that done, right? It's going to Wizards and be like, hey, we want to use this, and show them Tia What and have them say yes or no, right?
Yeah, and it's Wizards is wonderful, and we try to just be as good of a partner as we can. But yeah, there's sometimes really good reasons that we can't do fun things like that sound fun, but are like, for reasons that we can't, we can't. But usually Wizards is like, we want you to do all the fun things. Let's see how we can help you do fun things.
Yeah. I mean, they approved a birthday suit Jarlaxle skin. So.
Which, to this day, I'm like, how did this end up in there? Yep. I have confirmation from Todd that today's episode of Idle Insights will be a rerun of the Bria Iyengar interview, which is outstanding. Definitely go. If you haven't seen that interview with her, definitely go watch. Yeah.
She's completed the trifecta. The Critical Role, Dimension 20, and the Adventure Zone.
Yep.
So
next week,
unstoppable.
Next, we just need to get her on one of our shows. I mean, I guess she was on Idle Insights, but like playing or DMing or something.
Yeah. Oh man. Next, what's it? Next Idle Champions presents.
Ooh.
Dual DM, B-Dave and Bria.
She's an excellent player too. Like, she doesn't have a character in her game yet, but that, why not? Why not have Bria just join us? She guested on Heroes of the Plains a couple of months ago. And,
oh really? Oh snap!
Oh yeah. We had we had a string of amazing guests while we were making our way through Barovia and a bunch of the Domains of Dread. We had Bria join us for an episode. We had Omega Jones, Critical Bard, join us for an episode. We had Mark Meer join us as Baloth.
That's cool.
Yeah, so canonically, everybody in the Heroes of the Plains have visited the Barovian Black Pits. So yeah.
It's the franchise option. It's okay.
Exactly. I mean, don't ask him how he gets in and out of Barovia, because why?
Trade secret.
Exactly.
Yeah. Niskis is asking, how are your familiars so big? Mine are little. Resolution?
It's probably resolution. Okay, so help me out here, because apparently I have a bad resolution on this, but I've tried.
Where do you want?
Okay, so I like how this looks.
I mean, that's fine.
And I have it, it's not full screen, which is perfect for me because I'm constantly clicking in and out. But apparently this is not a resolution that a lot of people use. And so I
use 1280 by 720 all the time.
Okay. But that question of why are your familiars so big is a question I get a lot. And I think it's because of this resolution.
Yeah, maybe. A lot of the familiars we've been putting out recently too have just been bigger.
Or they do things like the Phoenix, which has this amazing animation, but is a, when you take a look, like even next to Tiamat.
Oh yeah, Niscus is at 2560 by 1440, so they're on a big settings.
And listen, set out how you want. Like, do the settings as you do. I don't want to change the settings right now because it'll mess up.
Oh yeah, no.
The OBS overlay will just be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But, I'll play around with it. But I tend to have my game up in a corner on the screen. And it's like, it's a really nice size. It's super clear to me. But I guess I have it in a, I don't know. Yeah. It's Thanksgiving. Give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I use 1280 by 720s. I don't want it taking up a majority of my screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that game is up and closed and all of the time. So.
Yeah, I just constantly have it in the background.
Yeah, it's honestly just, it depends, because there's so many different types of monitors out there. It just, whatever fits your resolution best is what you're going to work with.
Yeah.
I think we do plan for 1280 by 720 as like being like, this is what we scale everything to, which means the bigger your resolution, the slower some things get and it gets more difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, so play around with your resolution. I might play around with it a little bit later because I am a little curious. Can I get a resolution that still isn't a full screen that makes the familiars maybe a tiny bit smaller? I don't mind them this size, although every once in a while, some of the bigger ones, if I'm trying to click on a portrait, I'm just like, grab the Phoenix.
Yeah,
oh no, here we go.
Does that too when you have a familiar on the ultimate and you're trying to like click, like trying to hover over it or something, and it just does not work sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trontoni's asking, can I get a shout out for Taylor for resolving the early expiry of my gym enter potion? Good to know someone in the support department's working.
Hey!
Trontonian, I'll get you, I promise.
Listen, that is a very nice shout out. Until
Put you on the
end.
naughty list.
Until the end.
Yeah. You're on my naughty list. You ain't getting nothing from me no more.
Naughty list.
I'll make Sean read that. Yeah. See, Doorbell Streams has got me.
Yeah, there we go.
Remember, without me, there was no support department.
Listen, Sean is literally doing support right now. He's just doing support in a more community manager focused way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, I work half the time.
And I'll skip ahead to this question because it looks like you're fixing your microphone.
Yeah, I think I got it fixed, though.
Okay, Balkan25 says, question, I know Lauren is in the States and wish you a happy Thanksgiving, but is Sean in the States as well? No, Sean.
Nah, dude. I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
We had our Thanksgiving last month.
Which,
we only got one day, too, so.
Well, because the Canadian government was smart and put your Thanksgiving on a weekend, because technically Canadian Thanksgiving is a Sunday. You just get the Monday off, right?
No, it's the Monday. It's always like the like second or third Monday. I think it's the second Monday of the month.
I always thought it was the Sunday, and maybe that's because whenever I've gone up, so my partner is Canadian, and so whenever we've gone to go to the Canadian side of the family to celebrate Thanksgiving, it's always been on the Sunday, and I just figured that was because it was a Sunday, but now I'm thinking, okay, maybe we did that specifically because we didn't have the Monday off.
Yeah, most people. Yeah, like because I do it with two families, with my mom and then Nevada's mom. We split between Sunday and Monday. So some people just do it on the Sunday and then have the Monday off to like relax and be thankful on that day.
Yeah.
And do all the cooking and all planning for the Sunday when everyone else is off. So.
Yeah. There you go. But thank you for the well wishes. I'm having fun hanging out here, and we're just gonna do a low key day. Luke got his flu shot, and between this being a very long week and the flu shot, he's feeling a little bit achy, and so we're just kind of keeping a low profile this week.
Yeah. Noble 612 is asking, do the gold chests in the starter packs contain guaranteed shinies like other instances of purchased chests? Doesn't it should say on the pack itself, although I'm actually not 100% sure. Those starter packs are old. So I'd like to say they do, but I can't give you a confident answer whether they do or not. Do you have any in the store right now, Lauren, that we can check?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question. Visit the shop. Yeah. What am I looking up again?
The starter packs. The Naeli starter pack. Oh, you don't have them.
I don't have because I have Room Speaker. Yeah, okay. I don't, because Arkan.
Yeah.
Oh, but the red squirrel is out. Yay.
Hey, red the squirrel.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pick that up.
Yeah, the starter packs are all the Evergreen ones, yeah. I don't remember if they come with shinies or not, so I can't answer that one right now. Sorry. Yeah,
I can't remember either. That might be a thing. Go to your, not in-game, but go to, like, the Steam store page and check it out, because we try to be really clear with those packs what you're getting before you buy it. Yeah. So it should be detailed there.
Kiwi Mischief just say they do. So I would they possibly do, yeah. Cranston says they just picked up 2 and they do come with shinies. Cool. Okay, we got 2 people and 2 people saying they come with shinies. They come with shinies. Hey. Cool. Okay. Moving on, the Lurking Writer suggestion. Since you love getting to be a DM, Lauren, why not have you be in charge for ICP3?
Oh, well, thank you for saying so, but we've got B. Dave Walters, and B. Dave is absolutely incredible, and I think he's doing a fantastic job. I mean, hopefully, I have had a chance to be a player under B. Dave for a charity game that he did a couple years ago that was actually, Orc Hero was in that game. He did a charity game that was literally a bunch of characters from a bunch of different shows, all at level 20, coming together to do a thing. It was super fun. It was like a 3-hour game. It included, I'm like blanking on who it included. It included some people from Venture Maidens, which is a wonderful podcast. It included Critical Bard, who was playing his, I think in that version, Kuzima was a full druid because he wanted to get the level 20 druid, but Kuzima used to be a cleric, his cleric dragonborn for D4. It included a whole bunch of awesome people, and I'm just blanking on everybody. The stream is out there, but he was the DM for that, and so I have had the chance to be a player under B Dave, and it was awesome. But yeah, like, I love DMing, and I hope to get a chance to do more. I've got my podcast, but otherwise I haven't. I used to be a forever DM, and then recently it's been a lot of playing, and now I'm like, but I want to DM more. But yeah, B Dave is amazing, and I think he's doing a fantastic job. So
yeah. It's always like the flip back and forth of like, I'm a player now, I really want to DM. I'm a DM now, I really want to play, and just like the back and forth that your brain goes through.
I'll say there was a brief period of time in where I had a really nice balance going. I had like 2 things that I was DMing, and I had 2 different things that I was a player in, and it was really, really good. And now the only thing that I've really been DMing besides a couple of one-shots has been my podcast. So I'm kind of itching, and I'm itching to get more into another longer campaign, or at least something that's like several episodes would be nice. Several episodes, several shows or something, because there's a difference between DMing a one-shot and a full-on campaign. And
so different,
and the feeling is different, and especially my philosophy for DMing, especially charity one shots. And this is not, if someone wants to do a serious one shot, or if someone wants to do something that's like horror themed or something else, I think all of those are super, super viable. But personally, if I'm running a one shot for a charity event, I tend to go with something fun and ridiculous. I tend to go with silly. And so I've been doing a lot of silly recently, and I would like to do something that's a little more balanced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice during X Life to be able to do the battle ball as a player, and then do my own segment run the dungeon as a DM. So I got the best of both worlds that day, which was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I wanted to sign up for more of the D&D games that were being played so I could be a player, but I just ran out of time.
They filled up so quick. Like I was like, okay, I didn't look at any players for Run the Dungeon, and it was like, done. And it was like, oh, okay, I'm full. Like I closed the door. I can't.
Well, everyone was excited to play in your game, and I know Mars ran a fantastic game. And
Battle Ball was pulling out the potions from Isle Champions and being able to use those in game. Just like my brain was racking through. I'm like, okay, we can exploit this. Like, we can abuse this. How do we abuse the rules of like Isle Champions to be done in an actual D&D game?
Yeah, it was super fun. Hopefully we'll get the VODs up on YouTube at some point. It takes a while to cut a 24-hour live stream into individual segments. So
David was so excited. He's like, I got my 24-hour file. Woo!
Yeah.
It's like a 66 gig file or something like that.
He was so happy. But now we got to cut it up to stick it up on our YouTube. So hopefully those individual VODs will be going up shortly. If you do want to watch any of the extra live stream, you can still go on the Twitch channel and see it. And I think it's you can kind of scrub through it pretty nicely because it is such a huge file. So you can find things because everything's in like hour or 2 hour chunks. So definitely take a look.
Totally. And then speaking as a DM, any chance of a community D&D stream again? Wow, that's hard to say. I love that B quest.
We'll have to ask Trevor and Mars and Garwar and I know RoboGoblin was on one. So we'll have to ask, but yeah, they always put on an amazing game, so that'd be great.
The Masked Wizard pooped on the nose. That was so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Question: the DLC is related with charity, like Star and Grants. How long do they stay for charity? Apart from the stream reviews, how can I identify that the DLC is for charity? We usually have a big like this is for charity, like slapped on the pack when you're in the store. So the Star, the Displacer Beast Kitten, should have that big like don't get charity thing on it. Then once that is removed, then it's no longer going to charity. But we usually keep it up for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks when it goes live. I think Star is we were fortunate to be able to get it live on, I think, all the platforms, because I don't remember hearing, because sometimes some of the platforms end up starting earlier or later. So it's always good to double check your platform, because sometimes the consoles end up being a little bit later just because of release schedules and everything. So it's always good to check your specific platform, but you're right. It's usually like a 2 week, the first 2 weeks are the donation period.
Yeah. Alex, I'm assuming Alex George, the question: How can I get more champions as a starter? So if you're new to the game, definitely, we have events coming in next month in December, which will give you 3 new champions. Until then, you're going to be earning time gate pieces every 5 days, and that will you can use those. You can use 6 time gate pieces when you get them to unlock a champion in time gate and kind of roll through that. Along with, as you're progressing in the story, you can unlock more champions through the Grand Tour, the Tomb of Annihilation, and all that such. So there's a pretty good steady stream of champions you get as you start playing more and more and more. So
also, I'm being informed by Martin and Mars, our wonderful producers / moderators, that apparently the question was actually about the community D&D that I'd run a while ago for the chat. First off, Storyteller Mars Presents is awesome, and there should be more of that. But second, thank you. I appreciate that you enjoyed that. There probably will be more. Those were fun, but there are it's a surprising amount of work to do that, because imagine being the DM for one character played by 300 people. So it's a little more work than a normal D&D game, even, because it's a lot of balancing out, doing the votes and doing everything for a lot of people, and okay, what happens if half the chat wants to do one thing and the other half wants to do something else? So there's a surprising amount of planning, so it's a little hard to do on a regular basis, but I certainly look forward to doing more of those during some of our events and our days and days and days of streaming when we do big fun things. But thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Scarlet Adept is asking, if I move Freely to a different party, do I still get his favor bonus when I complete his original party? No. Freely needs to be in the party with stacks of Venturous Tale to be able to get that favor bonus. So if you move him, you lose your stacks, and you lose the favor bonus that you would have gotten.
That's only fair, right?
Yep.
E-Lackey has just discovered the Kobold pack. Which pack did you get? Because, listen, the more kobolds you can have in the game, even if it's just Havilar looking like a kobold.
Yeah. Gar, if that's not true, then that's a bug that needs to get fixed. So, yeah. There's a beneficial bug, I guess, but a bug nonetheless.
Oh, Deacon and Spurt. Yeah, it was very hard when someone was asking about what's your favorite characters in the game. Deacon is so much fun. I love Deacon so much. And then where is Spurt? Spurt. Yeah, there they are. I've got them in their Witchlight skin too. So, yay.
I feel like he's earned his Adventures Tale bonus from the beginning. He doesn't have to be the information as designed for job. Huh, weird. Okay. I'll double check that. That is.
Has there been an update to the Freely?
Yeah, Gara said Freely doesn't need to be in the formation, but if he's not in the formation, his ability isn't active, which is kind of odd. So, yeah, I'll check on that. That's weird. Next question. Shot and Quell. I saw the first part of Dinner for Dragons in the 24-hour stream. Don't have a chance to see the second half after the break. Is the stream somewhere to see on demand?
Yes. So if you go to right now you have to go to the Extra Life VOD on Twitch and do a little scrubbing through it, but it's the second thing in the video. So it's actually pretty easy to find. Let me see if I can actually get you a link. And then, as I said, it will be up on YouTube. It's just going to take a while because it's a giant file. So getting it found, getting all of the pieces found and put up takes a little while. But yeah, let me get the Extra Life VOD. There's the marathon. Let's go to the VOD page. And no, I don't want to play it. And there we go. So here's... Oh, did someone already get... Oh, no. Okay. So here is the Extra Life 24-hour live stream. And for those of you who are listening at home, if you just come to the CNE Games Twitch channel and do a look through our videos, you can find the Extra Life Marathon, do a little bit of scrubbing, but Dragons for Dinner was the second thing on the schedule, so it's pretty, as I said, pretty easy to find, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out this Philly thing. I'm now focused in on one specific question.
Well, then you do that, and I will answer other questions. Scarlet Adept says, which Evergreen champions do you guys use a lot in the late game? Ashara has become a staple in a lot of parties for late game DPS. So I would definitely say Ashara is kind of one of my main go-tos. I also use Nayeli a lot. I find them to be an incredibly effective tank, and I tend to build formations where my DPS is right behind my tanks anyway, so Nayeli is kind of perfect. So for me, Nayeli and Ashara are constants in a lot of my parties, and really the only reason they're not in this one is because it's all about dragons and Dragonborn.
Yeah, Ashara is super late game. I don't know if you said Ashara.
I did say Ashara, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
That's okay. Did you get an answer?
No, I just messaged people, so hoping to get something back soon. Yeah, I think the difference I was just thinking as well as typing it was that Freely may not need to be in the formation, but Freely needs to be in the party. So I think if Freely's not in the party, the bonus won't apply. Which was the actual question was, if I move Freely to a different party, do I still get his favorite bonus when I complete his original party? So I think Garwa is right by saying that he doesn't need to be in the formation to get the bonus, but he needs to be in the party to be able to provide that bonus. So if he's been pulled somewhere else, then I believe that he wouldn't be able to provide any bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, and Peter is saying, yes, I believe so as well. So.
Okay. So a slightly more complicated answer, but still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in my head, I think I had two things separated, and I was getting confused by them. And then typing it out, I was like, "Oh, I see where I went wrong." So, yeah, he doesn't need to be in the formation, but he has to be in the party.
Yeah.
Two separate things. Yeah. All right.
Also, sorry, I'm being very distracted by the very kind things people are saying about Dragons for Dinner in chat. Thank you, Drunk for N, and thank you to the Lurking Writer, and thank you to Naughty Bear. And yes, I enjoyed Marrow, which was Todd's character, even more than Averin, because like Marrow is just an adorable Tarrasque-born who wants to eat everything.
Tarrasque-born? Oh my god.
Yeah. So I've been wanting to run an all Dragonborn game for a while, and there was like a year ago, I think, Todd was having a fun Twitter conversation with Max Dunbar, who does a lot of official D&D art and is an amazing
I love Max's
artist.
art. He is so good.
Yeah, but definitely look up Max Dunbar on Twitter. But so they were on Twitter having a very public discussion about something that ended up with Max drawing a Tarrasque as a Dragonborn, as basically a player character, and it basically looks like a Dragonborn who got turned into a Tarrasque. And so we took that. He's been wanting to play that character for a while, and then that was the character they played in the all dragon one shot that I ran, and everybody in the marketing team played Dragonborn. It was super fun. So I'm glad that you all had fun. Half the reason we had fun is because of chat, because we had a donation level where if you donated, you could make a player roll on a magic surge table that I've created.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, so
should have added that for mine.
Yeah, so I've done a couple of these Extra Life live streams, or just charity live streams, and you don't necessarily want to grab the wild magic surge table, because a lot of the stuff that's in there is either combat focused or will kill people. So a while ago, I created this. It's 100 things on an Excel spreadsheet that I constantly move around and change, that are all pulled from a bunch of different places. Some of them are from the Wild Magic Surge table, but a bunch of them are just things I came up with or ideas that I pulled. And all of them are role-playing things that can work anytime. And when I think it was a $10 donation for Dragons for Dinner, you could tell a character to roll on that table. And so I built into the adventure a little bit of room for ridiculousness to happen, like the Hand of Vecna becoming a sidekick to Trevor's character so that they could
oh my God.
shred in a band and things like that. So yeah, that was
is that why he has a pick in the Hand of Vecna now?
That is why he has a pick in the Hand of Vecna.
Oh, that's funny. That's good.
So if you get a chance to watch the clip, it's actually ridiculous. There's a moment in where Todd's character is spitting up things, because he's eating a baby chick, a baby ostrich. And they're like, no, don't eat the baby ostrich. So he's spitting up things. And Todd just mentioned he's like, I spit up a bunch of things. It's not just the baby ostrich. It was like this and this and this. And one of the things he just off the top of his head said was the Hand of Vecna, which was funny. And then literally about 5 minutes later, someone else rolled on the random magic table. And the response was the Hand of Vecna appears, makes a rude gesture, and scuttles off. And so I'm like, well, this is perfect. We already have the Hand of Vecna sitting there. So I described it. And then Dylan's character was like, but what if I mage hand the Hand of Vecna? And I made him roll an Arcana check to see if he could. And he rolled a natural 20. And I'm like, well, you now have the Hand of Vecna. And Trevor's character was playing a emo-ish kid who was in a band. And was like, gimme. This will be perfect for the band. And so we basically came up with the idea of, all right, Vecna's hand is going to play guitar in his band. And so now he's got the Hand of Vecna behind him and he's put a guitar pick in it. Yeah, it was super fun.
Out of control.
So thank you to everybody who donated and thank you to everybody in chat, because if you enjoyed that game, one of the reasons it was so much fun is because of your donations. So thank you.
Yeah, having donations to do like wild stuff for Run the Dungeon was a lot of fun. Like I went full ham and got like picked from the deck of many things. They get to draw a card. So I'm so sorry to Jarrett, who got his body teleported away and turned into a gem for his first time ever playing Dungeons and Dragons. So that was like sorry, thanks for sitting around with us.
Yeah. So the deck of many things is, if you roll a 100 on my table, you get the deck of many thing pull. But I specifically say, because the worst thing about the deck, especially if you're running a funny game like mine, is if you end up with and your character ends up trapped and dead.
Donjon, yeah, that's the card.
Yeah, it's a rough card. There's a bunch of really rough cards in the deck. And like for a game like yours, which was
very combat focused and
crunchy and like serious consequences, even if it wasn't a serious game, like death was a possibility for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In my game, not so much. It would have actually
makes sense,
kind of ruined the feel. So on the table that I have, if you roll a D100, if you roll the 100, you get a deck of many pull, but I specifically say you pull one card from the deck of many things, but if this is done during a charity game, you can redraw.
Oh, okay.
So if you get something like Donjon, you can go, nah.
Yeah. So actually, I have a deck of many things at home too. I couldn't find. I think it got put into storage when we were doing all the reflooring in our place. So I need to try and find it. So next time I do run it again, I can actually have the deck and they can pull from the deck rather than just being like, all right, roll a d20 and I'll go off the list. And
yeah. Do you remember where you purchased it from? Because I know there's a couple different versions.
I think I got it gifted from somebody. They were pretty big cards. Like they were like fairly large sized.
I know Jen Kretschmer, who plays Alindra, and B-Dave both have, I think even Hope has a deck of many things. But Jen specifically, I think, also has, the cards are huge, because there's been a couple of times where she's pulled out the deck in games, also on Heroes of the Plains, and literally been like, okay, pick a card, and done that. And they're massive cards, which work out really well on stream. And I saw in
might
chat...
be the same ones, because mine have like red bordered ones. And it's just like the description of it doesn't say anything about like what the card does. It just has like a donjon or like the cup or whatever.
Yeah. A lot of them don't have descriptions. I think you have to go look that up. And I think they do that on purpose so that you can make alterations. But also I saw Balkan25 saying that they own a deck of many things and it scares them. And yes, it should. It absolutely should.
Yeah. I did adjust the one that Mars pulled because he summoned the Avatar of Death, better known as Dark. His inner demon, now outer demon. Usually it's supposed to be if someone else attacks the Avatar, another one spawns and they fight that one. Yeah, Crystal Blade. Yeah, exactly. Another Avatar spawns to fight the person who attacked it. That if it's not the puller. But I didn't want it to spawn 5 more of these Avatars of Death and have to deal with that side of the combat. So like they would slow this down from what I want to have happen. So I just had the one, And I mean, it hits automatically, so like it's an interesting fight already.
Yeah. And depending on when that happens and what level your party is, and if you use the stat block that's just inherent in the deck of many things.
Oh, it's so easy if in higher levels.
That's the thing. Like, you really have to, because death has shown up in a couple higher level games, and then if you don't use the in-game stat block, if you don't beef that up, it's actually very easy to kill death. But you have to be a higher level. Like, if you show up as a party of basically anything like 9 or lower, and that could be a beefy fight, especially if it's a character who is not necessarily a DPS character. One of the best stories is Celise, played by Tiny to Pass, did a charity game in where she ended up summoning death, but because she's this epic paladin,
oh god, yeah,
she killed it in one shot. She like crit and then smite, and then it was just high death. Bye. Yeah,
well, it's half, like the Avatar Death has half of your maximum HP.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's already like, if you're at the higher levels, maybe that's 50 HP.
Yeah,
if you're at level 10, right?
Yeah, and
which a paladin critting can easily do that. Yeah, that's like a drop in the bucket of the damage they could do.
Oh yeah. Whereas there's other characters, support characters and stuff, and especially since Death is statted as a melee character. If you're a wizard who isn't a DPS wizard, if you are a bard, if you're playing a non-DPS character that does not want to be in melee combat, even at higher levels, that combat can go really bad really quick. But when you're ready for death. When you're ready for death, death is not ready for you.
Yeah. Good thing it's just an avatar of death, not actually death itself. So
the funny thing is, I've seen that happen in multiple games, and it's an avatar of death, but every single game I've seen it in, the DM ends up playing them as death, and it's always better. It's always better for actual death to show up and be like, yo, what's going on? I'm going to kill you now.
You pulled the wrong card. I was summoned here. This is your fault.
It also then makes it more fun if any of the characters try to talk with death, because especially, depending on what's going on in the charity games I've seen it in, it's way more interesting to have like a conversation with death.
So what's it really like on the other side? Do we play a game to see if I have to like actually die or not? Yeah.
Oh no! Everybody watched that movie, and now everybody wants to just do that movie. It's just no one wants to talk anymore. Everybody wants to play chess. I'm so bored of chess. Just the worst.
Yeah.
There you go. That's our D&D game for the day.
Yeah. Maximum designs of questions. Can you unlock a second champ for slot 5 solely through playing the story?
1, 2, 3,
no.
4, 5.
Riv slot? No.
Nope. All those are currently event champs, except for Calliope, who is also. Someone was asking about an Evergreen champ. Calliope is super good too. I use her a lot.
Sometimes a bard has a question. I have a lesser blood vial and a prismatic blood vial. What do I use these for?
Ooh.
Those would be for your Trials Amount Tiamat entry fee,
which I can't show you.
You can't really show off right now. Yeah. So if you don't have Trials Amount Tiamat yet, you have to finish off the Descent into Avernus campaign first, and then the final mission you have to do is Elturel's Last Stand. Yeah, so finish that one, and then that'll unlock Trials, and then that's where you use them. The Prismatic Blood Vial gives you 1 free entry to any level. The lesser blood vial there's usually like you'll need like 10, 14, 20 as you get higher. So I would suggest holding on to that prismatic blood vial for a little bit.
Yeah. Also, since we are halfway through and an alert just went out in game, I'm going to take a moment to say hi and welcome to Community Q&A. It's been a little while. We've been off for a little bit because of things, but we're back. Even though it is American Thanksgiving, we are here to offer you all of the good questions about all of the fun things going on in the game, and also just chat about D&D and other things. So welcome if you've come on by. If you are in America, happy Turkey Day. If you're outside of America and not participating in Turkey Day, just have a happy Thursday. Also, it's time to vote.
Ooh, yeah, happy Turkey Day.
It is time to vote. Okay, so first I'm going to pick up my potion of the gem hunter.
Oh, wow, Gem Hunter like won by a landslide.
Yeah, everybody wants those gems. Okay, so I think it's time that we ask the chat where my votes are going to go. So today's vote is a magical artifact is being used during the final battle. Which artifact is it? And I'm going to...
The real question, I think, here is who is using the artifact?
Well, there's that too. Here's the thing. We don't know who's using the artifact. All we know is that it's the Wand of Orcus or the Eye of Vecna. Now, neither of these are good items. Now...
Oh, not at all.
No, they're bad. Super duper bad. That being said, Whittle at the moment has the Book of Vile Darkness and has continued to be a good person trying to help the world. We also have Baloth, who is objectively evil, but, you know... Like he says, anyone who wants to destroy the world is someone that he's going to oppose because the world is where he keeps all of his stuff. So just because this is an evil artifact doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That being said, would either Martin or Mars, our wonderful moderators and producers, get a poll going? Because I'm going to let chat decide where my votes go. Would you like me to vote for the Wand of Orcus or the Eye of Vecna? Now, the good thing with this is both of them give us a potion of polish. So this is literally just, do you want that here, I'll even help and tell you what tell you what their stats are here. We don't know exactly the version that B-Dave might give in game might be different. So
So I have Wand of Orcus up on D&D Beyond. So
I will get the Eye of Vecna then.
Cool. All right. So the Wand of Orcus comes with a bunch of beneficial and detrimental properties, which will be probably randomly assigned at the time of use. It's got a bunch of spells in it: Animate Dead, Blight, Circle of Death, Finger of Death, Power Word Kill, and Speak with Dead. Yeah.
So bad.
It can call undead. While you're holding the wand, you can use an action to conjure skeletons and zombies, calling forth as many of them as you can divide 500 hit points among each undead having average hit points. Could you summon one skeleton for about 500 hit points?
Probably.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's still just a skeleton, but it would now be like the meat shield for everybody.
Yeah. While attuning the wand, Orcus can summon any kind of undead. That's if Orcus has it. The wand is sentient. It's helps once up Orcus' desire to slay everything in the multiverse, so it's pretty cruel, nihilistic, and bereft of humor. The only way to destroy it is by taking it to the positive energy plane. Yeah.
Yes. Did you know there's a positive energy plane? You know now.
Did you know that anything goes in the positive energy plane is immediately destroyed? even people, because you get healed so much you die.
Yes. Yes. You are killed by kindness. Meanwhile, the Eye of Vecna, which is, of course, a mate to the Hand of Vecna. There's a whole bunch of information that you can look up about if you have both the hand and the eye. But I'm going to go into voiceover mode because this is fun.
Yeah.
Seldom is the name of Vecna spoken except in hushed voices. Vecna was in his time one of the mightiest of all wizards. Through dark magic and conquest, he forged a terrible empire. For all of his power, Vecna couldn't escape his own mortality. He began to fear death and take steps to prevent his end from ever coming about. And then there's stuff in here about Orcus. Okay, so once again, because this is a wondrous, legendary, very powerful item, there's some random properties that you can get. But the stuff, once again, in as rules as written, we don't know what's exactly going to appear in the game. You get True Sight. You can use an action to see if you were as if you were wearing a ring of X-ray vision, and you can end this effect as a bonus action. The eye has 8 charges. You can use an action to expend 1 or more charges to cast one of the following spells, with a pretty beefy save DC. Clairvoyance, Crown of Madness, Disintegrate, Dominate Monster, or Eye Bite. It regains expended charges at dawn. Each time you cast a spell from the eye, there is a 5% chance that Vecna tears your soul from your body, devours it, and then takes control of the body like a puppet. If that happens, you become an NPC under the DM's control. That's right. If you're trying to use the eye, there's a 5% chance you just don't exist anymore.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The eye and the hand, if they're both attached to the same creature, and that creature is slain by the Sword of Cass, both the eye and the hand burst into flame, turn to ash, and are destroyed forever. Any other attempt to destroy the eye or hand seems to work, but the artifact reappears in one of Vecna's many hidden vaults, where it waits to be rediscovered. So literally the only way to destroy the eye is to let someone have both the eye and the hand, which makes them even more ridiculously powerful, and then kill them with one specific sword.
Yeah, that's tough.
Also, it looks like, this was close. 52% for the Wand of Orcus.
Just picked ahead there.
All right, here we go. I've got, I'll do 2 votes since I had a couple. So 2 votes for the Wand of Orcus. Oof.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, it's a bad one, but...
yeah, it's a bad one, but it's a good one, yeah. I definitely, because I think I've told you about on the stream before that one of my players stole the Hand of Vecna from Archon. And as a necromancer, so he has the Hand of Vecna, and I think whenever I plan my next campaign, I want him to come back with the Eye of Vecna and be kind of like this antagonist that's kind of just always along on the side.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I love those kind of interconnections between games, campaigns, party members, all of that. Slytheris, you just missed the poll. Usually when polls appear in chat, they appear in it's not really a pop-up, but it's at the top of the chat. If you didn't see it, you may want to check your settings in Twitch, because you might have that actually turned off. There's a lot of settings in Twitch and where you can turn off things like whispers or in-game polls or showing off if somebody gives bits. And while, your mileage may vary on what you want to turn off, if you've turned off some of those, that actually gets in the way of things like the polls. So you may want to check that.
Yeah. Someone's asking that they hope Mark Hamill voices in Legend of Vox Machina. I don't think Vecna is going to be in the Legend of Vox Machina, because it's specifically the
Briarwood arc.
The Briarwood arc, yeah. So
yeah. Although I do like the idea of Mark Hamill voicing Vecna.
Yeah. That's a big win.
Yeah. I mean, because part of me kind of just wants Matt to voice every other NPC in it, because first off, he's that good, and second off, yes. But I totally understand, him not wanting to spend the next 4 years trying to voice every other NPC in the animated series. So yeah.
I think as long as he's Silas, that's what matters the most.
Yeah.
I think as long as he's the major ones.
Yeah,
but I think Hamill as Vecna's good.
Yeah, Silas. I think he would have to be Gilmore. Gilmore might not show up in this, but I'm just thinking of notable NPCs that I think are important that Matt is the one voicing. So yeah, I think Silas. I think Gilmore.
The Sun Tree.
I don't disagree, but I feel like the Sun Tree, because if they go that route, if they actually do any voicing with the Sun Tree, I feel like that would be the perfect character for a really fun cameo appearance by somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of who at the moment, but I feel like the Sun Tree is perfect for that uncredited cameo.
That would be good, yeah.
Yeah.
Where can you find the animated series? Currently in our hearts, because it's not out yet.
Yep.
February 4th? I think was the big day.
I trust you. I don't remember.
I should know this, yeah.
I mean, and yeah, I think it's coming to Amazon Prime first?
Yes, yeah. February 4th, 2022, Amazon Prime. I think the backers are going to get it first, and then I think and then it'll go on Amazon Prime, assumedly. That's what they said. They wanted to make sure that the backers got it before I think it went live.
Yeah. And I think those details of how and, is it all dropping at once, or is it going to be spread out? I think that hasn't been announced yet. But
yeah.
I think you're right that, yeah, those of us who backed should get access to it first somehow.
Yeah. I promise you that if it's a full drop, I am booking that day off. That is, I am not working that day. And I'm going to wake up and I'm going to watch it, and that's all I'm going to do that day. How
many episodes did they end up securing?
A full season, so 12? 12, okay. 13, something like that, yeah.
And
it's a fourth. It's a Friday, so I'm sorry, Lee. But
Lee!
Yeah.
You know what, Lee? I will do Griddle Champions with you.
Sure. I'll allow it. I already have a flu planned.
Wow!
Yeah.
That is amazing. I'm a huge fan of Critical Role, but I can wait a couple more hours.
Yeah. Oh, no, I can't.
Barefoot Monkey, we are talking about the Critical Role animated series that they are finishing up, and the fact that apparently I'm going to be taking over Griddle Champions in February.
On that one Friday. Yeah, because I'm going to wake up and I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to watch it again, probably. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome on in, and welcome on into all of the new people who've come on by. I think that's how I started this hour, but we are currently getting questions thanks to Martin and Mars. If you have a question, go ahead and put it in chat. If you are celebrating Thanksgiving, thanks for joining us here on the stream for a little while. And if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, then welcome to our stream. I do not have turkey for you.
Yeah. Scarlet Ip is asking, is there a baby Tarrasque familiar? We need one. We definitely do.
I mean,
we need a Tarrasque in game because there isn't one yet. So
I approve of all of these Tarrasque messages.
Yeah. All right, you hear that? This is approved by Lauren. We're good to go.
I'm the one who's approving everything now. Orkira everywhere. All the Orkira.
Yeah.
She is now eligible for all the patrons, even the one that she's not. She is now.
She is a patron and qualifies herself.
I mean, I am a demigod now. So.
Oh my god.
No, literally, like, spoiler alert for Heroes of the Plains. We've been level 20 for a while.
20, yeah.
Yeah, well, and we are all ascending to, it's not just level 20. We've all been told that we are gods. Although, I can still get grabbed by a Feywild, or a Fey, Arch-Fey, and yanked somewhere else. And I feel like, as a god, I should be able to nope that, but
Didn't say you were a very powerful god, just said that you were a god.
Yeah, we've got like god-ish. Orkira has a couple of powers, so but yeah,
Ooh.
we are all gods, and I mean Briv has a bunch of worshippers and a whole island and a giant statue.
Yeah, that sounds godly to me.
Yeah, we are all working on the godhood, so yeah, I could absolutely be a patron. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
why not?
Sailor Suzaku is asking, wait, do we get the reward even if we don't vote for the right thing? Yep. No matter what, you'll get the reward, even if your vote doesn't win.
Yep.
So.
The vote, and not just that, but if you either don't get a chance or forget to vote, you can still pick up the reward. And you can pick up rewards for everything that's happened. So if you're a brand new player today, and this is the first time loading up the game, you can go into the Trials of Mount Tiamat and go all the way back to week 1 and claim all of the rewards. And that will be true up until, I believe, the 30th. It's in here in the FAQ. I'm going to triple check.
So while you're looking at that, then Dota 2 Norax is asking, should I use potions to polish as soon as I get them? It's a good one. I would just say yes, because if not, they're going to sit there and not be used. Some people will make the argument that you should try to wait to shiny your entire core champion list beforehand, which is a lot of time to wait to use them. So,
okay.
Yeah. So I would say just use them right away.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise it's just sitting there doing nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have until 11:59 a.m. Pacific on December 1st. So basically end of the day on December 1st, which is next.
11:59 a.m. So that'd be in the morning.
In the morning, yeah. So basically end of the day, Tuesday the 30th. So the last episode of Trials of Mount Tiamat airs Monday, and you should definitely watch it because it's good. They're fighting Tiamat. It's happening. Everybody's showing up fighting Tiamat. But definitely, so watch the episode on the 29th. And then if you've missed out on collecting any of the rewards, you have until the end of the day, Tuesday the 30th, to collect any rewards that you have missed. And then after that, it all ends. So
yeah. You have until like normal reset time on Tuesday.
Yeah, we try to give you, we try to be as kind about it as possible. But eventually, once the show is over, we do have to turn it off. So please go pick up your stuff.
Garwa's asking,
you don't have to go home, but you can't stay in the Trials of Mount Tiamat.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. Garwa's asking, what is the last official day of CNA streaming in December? Follow up. What is the first day in January? Well, the first day is the 1st in January.
I think the date we come back is still being finalized.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's been announced yet. I believe the last official stream, the C&E stream, is going to be December 17th.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, no, it'd probably be the 18th because it'd be Garwar's stream.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that would be it. So,
okay.
Yeah, we're like as of the 17th, the C&E employees, besides the mods who'll be working on the Saturday, will be that's the office is closed for our holiday vacation.
Yes. So. And there'll still obviously be people around who will be keeping an eye on things, and but that's when that would be the last official day. I know there's a paint and slay that day. Is there a pancake stream that day?
On the 17th, I believe so.
Okay. And then, Garwar gets to close up the shop.
Yep.
And then we're going to be on break. There will still be alerts because some of our third-party partners are still streaming over the holiday break. So you'll still have a chance to go see some awesome D&D and pick up some Electrum chests and see stuff. And we've got a few fun things that are being planned. Not live streams with us, but other things that you can go and pick up an Electrum chest and go hang out with people. So if you do, you will still see some alerts in game for fun things, but it will be slightly more quiet as we are going to be on vacation.
Yes. Yeah. Coffeena, when playing the game for a couple hours, I seem to get not a number, or NAN, across the screen a lot. Any idea how to fix other than restarting my game? Not really. It's just kind of there. Those ones are really hard to kind of figure out what causes them, because it's some weird combination that creates not a number, and then it just stays there. So
yeah, it's fortunately though the turn off, turn back on does tend to fix that. And other than that, I just think about how delicious Nan bread is.
Yeah. All I think was the Batman, like no, Batman. Yeah.
Batman eating Nan.
Yeah. Did that get patched yesterday? What got patched yesterday?
Let's go to the changelog.
Yeah. There were some after update patches that were done for because there was a block screen issue with one of the new variants that we patched up. Oh, infinite number. Oh, that's infinite number is different than not a number.
I mean, there's a lot of really good fixes in here. So
yeah, I believe the infinite number would have been from the E308 gold. That might have been part of it. It might have just been finally put into changelog. Or maybe it might have been some ability or something. I'm not too sure what that one is, but yeah, the infinite number and so inf and nan are two separate things, completely separate.
One is all numbers, the other is not a number.
Exactly, yeah.
Which are technically different.
Yeah.
Although
they're complete opposite sides of the spectrum there.
Although philosophically, if you are every number, aren't you really no number?
Oh, that's not down for that right now. Ooh.
Yeah, I think I just hurt everybody's brain. I'm not sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love our Green Paradox and Cassius are both just like nan in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure the closed captioning did not like me saying any of that.
Oh no. No, don't make me do it. Don't make me think. Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's lunchtime. We can all think about a few things.
I want to think about food. Hungry.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some lunch after this. But we can wait. We can wait a little bit. Oh yeah, and Martin has confirmed the 18th is what it says on the calendar. So
Martin said calendar. So he just forgot the R.
Listen,
on the calendar.
I am never going to call out anyone's typos or spelling errors because I do not throw stones in my little glass house. So
yeah.
But yes, Martin has confirmed the 18th, that's Saturday in December, will be the last official day of streaming. And then we'll announce in some way when we know exactly when we're coming back. But I think it's probably like the first or second week of January. You're not going to have to wait very long. Yeah,
the first week back is always a little
hard.
Yeah, it's a little okay, what happened while we were gone? Let's assess the situation, and then we figure that out.
Yeah.
Captions thought we were saying and then. No, and then.
I mean, I also said it really fast, and while the closed captioning is really good, it has a hard time keeping up with when you speak too fast or if too many people talk at the same time. So sorry, Captions. That's my bad. See, right there. The Captions even said, sorry, Captain. That's my bad. Apparently the Captions, oh, Captain, my Captions.
Oh, Captions, my Captions.
Listen, we're doing our best. Live captions on the fly are hard. So we're just trying to make something that works.
When are we going to hire a stenographer? Is that what they do? The people who type really fast?
I think stenographers are technically note takers. The people who actually do live closed captions, I think they have a slightly different skill set because stenographers usually type in.
They've been like really shorthand stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if the people who do closed captions, if they have they probably have a specific name, and I just don't know it. That is a really hard job. This is being done by the Google Captions. Which means we can have them, but it does mean it's, a computer. But I do know that like live translation, live captions, that is a really difficult skill set.
I bet. Typically type probably 100 and some odd words a minute.
Yeah, with people who are talking fast and not necessarily speaking clearly sometimes, and it is a lot. Closed captions, if you're looking for them, if you hover over the screen, and this should work both on PC and mobile, you'll see right next to the settings and being able to clip or reset the player, you'll see the little closed captioning box. You can pull that up. You can click on it and it'll pull up the closed captionings. And then if you go into the settings in Twitch, you can do a lot of adjustment for them. So you can move them to the top or bottom of the screen. You can change the color. You can change the formatting. You can change the size. So you can do a lot of things with them. And it also works on the VODs, which is important.
Nightbot blocked the word moist. What? That's weird.
Okay, I know there's a lot of people who don't like the sound of that word.
Yeah, I always found that weird. I don't know why Nightbot was like, nope, we're not talking about the word. We're not talking about that word today. That's off the table.
Listen, like Google.
It's a very useful word, yeah.
Like Google doing captions, oftentimes our wonderful bots who help us with chat, they make assumptions about things, and the assumptions are sometimes wrong, and we do our best to keep up. So.
Weird.
Yeah, there's Balkan25. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do not like that word.
Yeah.
Did closed captioning also block that word? Let's see. Moist.
Noun. Yeah. Adjective, but yeah.
Wow, yeah, Nightbot is vicious today.
Yeah, it just does not like that word.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, closed captioning liked it, so there we go. Let's move on before too many people are saying that word in chat.
Yeah.
There's probably a reason. There's probably a reason that Nightbot is blocking it. Oftentimes, if the moderators delete a message for a variety of reasons, depending on the messages that are deleted, our bots will try to figure out, like, oh, was it a specific word in that message? And so often we'll key into a word. And so someone might have said something that warranted being removed from chat that included the word moist, and now Nightbot is just fixated on that word. So
yeah. I mean, it's the innuendos that can be used with it, I think, is what the problem is there.
Probably. But this is also why our bots cannot completely remove users from the chat, so that the worst case scenarios is a bot just deletes your comment and it's like, Nightbot, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should get back to actual Idle Champions questions.
Dota 2 Nora asks this question. In the automation buff tool tab, why does it say core power is down in 7 days? I just unlocked it some hours ago. So as long as you're playing the game, it'll stay there. What happens is if you have the game shut down, the game is shut down, or it runs for 7 days without any interaction, then it'll stop using its automatic process. So you kind of have like a 7 day of offline time limit for it to keep doing its thing. Yeah,
it used to be different. It used to be you had to actually go in to the core.
The core to power it up, yeah.
Yeah, but now as long as you are doing things in the game, you don't have to go on in there. So.
Yeah. Xeno Ridley says, so I haven't used them in a while, but is Briv's Nethery Steel still broken? It should be broken. The incoming display for it there is a problem for that we are aware of. It displays like what it would be with one stack rather than the stacks you would have, but the buff is still increasing as it should. So it's just a display issue.
Also, I love that now that we've added speed as a official role, the number of roles that Briv has is starting to get ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, are there any other champions that have more than 4 roles?
Tyrell's pretty close. I think he's got 3.
Oh, he's in the other party. Let's go on over there. But I can't think
Tyrell
of...
will be the closest. He's like tank healing support.
Yeah. Yeah, Zeno Ridley is saying Briv is just a jack of all trades.
Nerds, yeah.
That's the... Yeah, nerds, but that's a different kind of thing. Oh, maybe also then Beetle and Grim.
No, because they swap between the two. So it's like one's DPS support, the other one's, just support.
Yeah.
Oh, Grum has 3, Azaka has 3, Minsk has 3. Yeah, I think nerds would be like the only other one.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing about Briv is he's just, I shouldn't say just, he is a paladin. And yeah, he's got some other stuff. It's just all the stuff he does in the Idle Champions game. He does a bunch of things. But in the D&D game, he's basically a DPS. He's basically a tank healer kind of, or a tank DPS kind of thing. The jack of all trades is Freely, who is literally a jack of all trades. And yet in the game, he's only support gold. So, sometimes you got to make some concessions in order to come to a video game. So,
what's Freely's base? Freely still, what is he, warlock and what? Sorry,
he is a warlock, paladin, sorcerer, bard. He has all the charisma classes.
Okay.
You know what? And I'll even pull up what is his final form.
Yeah. What's the full 20 breakdown here?
Because he's had a couple different versions of Freely. They've all included various versions of the warlock, bard, sorcerer, paladin, but in different assemblages.
Yeah.
So let me...
I want to go by what it is in Heroes of the Plains, because that is I think that's the official, air quotes official.
Well, and even in Heroes of the Plains, he has been several different versions. Like, as same with all of the characters. We've all kind of changed and shifted because we've changed a couple... We've all stayed together, but it's been like, here's the Veil, Beyond Heroes, here's the Plains, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, all right, here we go. Freely, in the official Heroes of the Plains, as of right now, is a Bard 11, Paladin 3, Sorcerer 1, Warlock 5. And let me see if I can get...
Sorry, was Sorcerer 1?
Yes. He's got 1 level of Sorcerer. So he is a College of Swords Bard, and that's 11. So he's mostly a Bard.
Yeah.
And then his Paladin is... he is Oath of Devotion Paladin, and he's a Paladin 3. And all of this is in his character sheet, which is... we got the D&D Beyond overlay that usually runs during the game, so you can see all of this.
Yeah.
So I'm not, spoiling anything. He is a Divine Soul Sorcerer, because Sorcerers are one of those in where you get your subclass at 1.
Yeah.
And so he's a Divine Soul Sorcerer, and he is a Hexblade Warlock.
Yeah. Hexblade is objectively the best warlock class. So
it's really effective if you're doing what Freely is doing, which is this ridiculous multi-classing.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. However, it is all charisma based, so it actually plays off each other well. And because he's a sword bard and a hexblade and a paladin, those all work together. So it really does work well. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, does he have the meta magic at all? His sorcerer points?
Yes, because I believe as a sorcerer, because you get that stuff right away.
Yeah.
Because you get your actually no, he gets... Hold on, let me just look. Whoa, counter charm, magical secrets, paladin, sorcerer. Here we go. Oh, yeah. So you do get your subclass at 1. He's got Divine Magic because
sorcery point to level 2 is what Grade Donvoy says.
Oh, yeah. He just has the Favored by the Gods. So, yeah, I think he did that mostly to get the subclass and get some of the healing and to get some of the some access to some of those spells. A lot of this is spell access. And then...
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a whole bunch of feats and things, so B-Dave is pretty brilliant about this kind of stuff, so even when he creates a character that is this complex and it works. It was a while ago, on D4, we played a game in where the characters were playing a D&D game. We played a game called Leviathans and Labyrinths, so all of our characters made essentially D&D characters, and Orkira made a version of Freely, because when it was explained to her what kind of character to make, the way it was explained was, oh, you're going to be a hero, so make something heroic. And of all of her friends who are all about the rush forward into heroism, Freely made the most sense. Because everybody's a hero, all the other characters are heroes, but hey, I want to play something that I don't get to do in real life, and so I'll play Freely. So I had to remake B-Dave's character at a lower level, and I literally was just like, B-Dave, help! How did you build this?
I don't know. What's the process for this? I don't know.
Did you start with this and then move to this? Because sometimes the order that you build things is important as well. For some of the other stuff.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I literally had to be like, B-Dave, Orkira's playing Freely in a different game. Don't ask. It's weird. How do you build Freely? If I was how did you build Freely? Help. So yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Sorry, that was a tangent about Freely.
Always welcome.
Yeah. Do we have more questions from chat? We've only got about 20 minutes left.
I think that's most of them.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Just hang out and do Turkey Day.
Turkey Day. How am I doing on fighting dragons with dragons? Oh, I'm only halfway there. Yeah. You could say conversation wandered freely.
I like it. I like it very much.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I could add a speed potion, but I'm kind of just enjoying watching this Dragonborn formation of awesome. Dragonborn Heroes of the Dragonborn formation. That's what we'll call it. I wanna know if anybody else is doing a similar thing, because these variants just came out, so I know a lot of people are still working on them, and specifically this one is the Tiamat's Army Fight Dragons with Dragons that is available in Baldur's Gate Descension to Avernus. There's a whole bunch of dragon variants that just came out, and so if you've built a Dragonborn variant, tag me on Twitter and show me a picture, because I want to see it. But yeah, you know what I should do? We actually haven't... Martin and Mars are probably doing this, but if you haven't had a chance to see the new variants that are out, I just linked the blog and chat, and if you're listening to us at home or watching the VOD, you can just go to the Codename Entertainment site, and you can see that blog, and it includes all the new variants that literally came out yesterday. Mm-hmm. And there's a bunch. How many new variants? 11. It goes up to 11. And details about the Black Friday sale came out, because we try to tell you in advance what's going to go on sale, because we know that feel of buying something the day before it goes on sale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We try to give you a bit of warning for it, for sure.
Yeah. Also, this is one of those cases in where when the sale is live is different on a bunch of different platforms, because each platform has their own things that they need to do. So being specific about when the sale is live, so that because I think PlayStation is a little bit earlier. I think PlayStation was a bit earlier, and then Epic was a day before Steam's. Yeah, so we try to make it obvious to everybody, because that's the other thing is if it's a big Black Friday sale and you're on one platform and another platform already has it, and you're like, well, where is mine? So here's the blog for the Black Friday sale. So if you are interested in seeing all of the details, there's a lot of stuff. A bunch of starter packs are on sale. 3 different familiars are on sale, which include Grant, the baby blue dragon familiar, because Grant is awesome.
Yeah.
There's a couple of skin and feet packs, 2 of the pirate theme packs for Alindra and Briv, and the Champions of Renown Year 2 All-Star pack, which is a beefy pack. So, go check that out on your individual platforms when they go live.
Simply's asking, is there any Thanksgiving Canada meals that are not common in American Thanksgiving?
All right. Sean, what do you...
I don't think so.
What do you traditionally have for your Thanksgiving meal?
I mean, we tend to just do, I'm pretty basic with, mashed potatoes, turkey. My mom likes to make a slow roasted ham, which I think is pretty common, using ham.
Yeah. I don't ever have ham because I'm Jewish, but it is very common.
Yeah. Nevada's a big fan of the mashed potatoes and anything yam related. Whatever vegetable we choose in the moment. Usually corn or carrots for me, and she likes Brussels sprouts. So, I don't think there's anything Canadian specific when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner.
You don't have any coffee crisps on the side? I mean, come on.
Oh, that's a staple.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of. I mean, I think you said stuffing.
Stuffing, yeah.
Yeah, sweet potato pie. Sometimes there's apple pie. But I'd say that's not always the go-to for Thanksgiving in America. Gravy and everything, cranberry sauce.
Yep.
Green bean casserole is usually a thing. No?
Sorry. No, I hate green beans with a fiery passion.
Oh, okay.
It is the worst thing to ever eat.
I like green beans.
Can't stand them.
But the crunchy stuff that goes on top of a green bean casserole, not a fan of.
Yeah.
It just feels superfluous and greasy. So I'm just give me the green beans.
Yeah. I grew up eating the canned green beans because it's just what we had. So just the sight of green beans or peas, just disgusting.
Yeah.
That's gross.
We're being asked about turduckens from a couple people.
I've always kind of wanted to try to do it, but it's also, I don't know. I think it hits a point where I'm like, I don't know how I feel. What I want to do is I want to deep fry a turkey.
I haven't ever experienced a deep fried turkey, but and I think Garwar was talking about this smoked turkey. Like if you can do the long term. I had a friend who did got up at 4:00 in the morning to start to smoke the turkey for the evening, actual 5:00 p.m.
It's gonna be 10 to 12 hours probably.
That is the best turkey I've ever had in my life. That turkey. Yeah. And I like turkey, but I do agree that a lot of time it's dry or it needs gravy or something. That smoked turkey practically fell off the bone. It smelled wonderful. And it was the juiciest, most delicious turkey I've ever had.
I guess you would need a smoker for that, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and he had a smoker, and he smoked it for the entire day. But it was a ton of work for him because it's constant checking and keeping everything going. But yes, it's a ton of work, and you need all of that stuff, and you have to be outside, and depending on where you live and everything. But yes, that was objectively the best turkey I've ever eaten in my entire life. Oof.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, I want to try different styles of cookies. I've had the turkey cooked in the oven for 31 years of my life.
Yeah.
So something different to break off that would be very nice. Of just different styles of turkey. But yeah, and deep frying it, you gotta do it outside.
Oh yeah, be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, you have to make sure that thing's thawed for a day and a half, all drained of the water, all wiped down.
Yeah.
Be so careful.
We've got Grey Donvoy in chat who's talking about salt brining a turkey, which sounds amazing. And Dank1 PF just ran Orkira's time gate. Hey, welcome to the Orkira family. Glad to have you.
Sean, you and Nevada have to come to visit me and smoke some turkey. I'm down. Nevada loves turkey. She loves Thanksgiving.
The girl
loads up 3 plates of food and just...
I mean, hey, enjoy.
Yeah.
Eldoan I have deep fried 50 turkeys one Thanksgiving. Why are you deep frying 50 turkeys? What party?
Lex Luthor stole 40 cakes.
What?
40 of them.
Why? What party did you need to make 50 turkeys at? Holy
An amazing big one, probably.
Or you just like the act of frying turkeys.
Yeah, they cook real fast and deep fry. Yeah, I can imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still holy.
Was it for like a giveaway of some sort, or like a what's the word? Like gift catering.
You get a fried turkey, and you get a fried turkey
with the charity. That's cool.
All right, that makes a little more sense. I was just like 50 fried turkeys. All right,
sounds like the military. Yeah.
One of the things I did this morning before work started was I called my parents, who are in Buffalo, who are actually doing a Thanksgiving today, to wish them a happy Thanksgiving. My parents consistently purchase turkeys that are way too big. way too big. And this has been my entire life. And I say this for a bunch of different reasons. One, it's usually only my parents, my sister, and I. So there's often only 4 of us who are eating at this Thanksgiving. We don't usually have big holiday get-togethers. And even now, it is my parents, my sister, and a friend. So there's only 4 people at this Thanksgiving. Also, I am the only one in the family that likes dark meat. And so they bought a 20-pound turkey. And I'm like, what are you going to do with all of that dark meat?
20-pound turkey, oh my God.
20-pound turkey. 20 pounds, which is frankly average. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 21 pounds. I was a pound off. 21 pounds. Which is frankly average for what they have bought year after year after year. There are Thanksgivings where it's only been my parents and my sister, and the 3 of them are having. Now, granted, my mom will make turkey stock out of the carcass, and they'll freeze a bunch of the turkey, and they have a Siberian Husky who can eat a lot of the dark meat.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll do the make turkey sandwiches for the next 9 months kind of thing, but 21 pounds. Yeah. What do you do with that much turkey in your life?
That's a very happy dog.
Yeah.
Elaki says their family does 1 pie per person. 14 people, but 17 pies. But it's 1 pie per person. Where is there 3 extra pies?
Okay, so
3 pets? Yeah.
If you coordinate who brings what kind of pie, though, now you can try 17 pies. And is that too much pie? Yes. But also, is that an amazing amount of pie? And would I love to do that? Yes.
Yeah. A couple years ago, we did for Nevada's birthday, we did a cake swap.
Ooh.
And it doesn't work out well because everyone just likes to leave the cakes at your place. So we ended up with like 5 different cakes after Nevada's birthday. We're like, this is great, but like we're not going to eat all of this. This is so much cake.
Yeah, the cake and the pie swaps really need to be bring a cake, take a cake. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody comes with a Tupperware, and then you go home with the Tupperware just filled with a variety of cakes and/or pies. And yes, lurking writer. First off, yes, this has turned into a food stream because food is life, and Idle Champions.
Does.
Yeah. Also, I do agree. The dark meat sounds like it should be a sentence with the deep magics, which I appreciate. Yeah. Oh, we're making Mars hungry. We're making me hungry.
Oh, I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm starving.
All right. Well, let's answer a couple last questions that have come on in, and then we will go, and then everybody can enjoy Idle Insights, which is going to be an amazing interview. It's a repeat of the Abria Iyengar interview, but you should definitely stick around for.
Yeah. Ooh. Xeno Ridley, here you go. Would you have a pet Zorbo in real life if you could? No. I looked it up, and they are a ferocious omnivore similar in size to the size of a koala.
I mean, all you had to say was ferocious.
Yeah, ferocious being the keyword there, big no-no. It alters its natural armor to match its surroundings. It can weaken and destroy armor, shields, and protective magic items. So imagine this thing just grabs your TV and just cuts right through it, and just like, no way.
Yeah, it's like those people who own tigers. Don't do it.
Yeah. JDog2773, a magical artifact is being used in the final battle. Which artifact is it? The Book of Vile Darkness or a Book of Exalted Deeds?
I mean, both, right? Because Penelope has, spoiler alert for Trials of Mount Tiamat. If you haven't caught up yet, there's still time. There's still time to catch up. Penelope has the Book of Exalted Deeds, and Whittle has the Book of Vile Darkness.
Oh.
So, porque no los dos.
Yeah. Once you read you can get a protective halo. Oh, that's cool. Huh.
Oh, yeah. Remember how we were reading off all of the horrible, horrible things that the Wand of Orcus and the Eye of Vecna can do. Think of all of that, except the Book of Vile Darkness is more of that, and then the Book of Exalted Deeds is the exact opposite of that. So, but super powerful artifacts, but they are fighting Tiamat. The question becomes, if they defeat Tiamat afterwards, is Whittle the next creature that they have to defeat?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, there was a moment during the last game, once again, spoiler alert for the last game, but you should definitely catch up. There's a moment during the last game where I thought both Penelope and Whittle were going to join Tiamat. And I'm like, Lauren is here for this. Orkira is horrified. Somewhere in a different plane of existence, Orkira is, for reasons unknown, horrified. But Lauren is 100% here for Whittle, Penelope, Tiamat joining forces to rule the universe. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
That's pretty cool. Breaker Fist. Why is Rhea such a well-balanced character? I was hoping she'd be more OP being a late-game character. Isn't that what we strive for, though? Well-balanced? That's like the perfect spot we want to be in.
Yeah. Oh, and I will grab this last question before we go. Garwar asks, will Penelope's Ascendant skin be changed to give her a halo? I don't know, but that's an excellent idea, and I'm going to make sure that gets passed along.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
That is a good idea. Okay, We have got to go so that we can get off in time for Idle Insights to get going, but thank you so much to everybody for joining us. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
It's been forever since we've had a chance to just hang out and answer questions for 2 hours. I know you kind of do it every day, all day, but doing it with you.
It's different here. I can talk about food a lot more.
We talk about food here more than you do on Griddle Champions, which is impressive.
Yeah, I try to stay away from it because I talk about it so much here.
Yeah.
So.
If you are watching at home, as I said, stick around in the chat for the Abria Iyengar interview happening on Idle Insights in just a few minutes. Also, if you haven't had the chance to pick up your fun stuff from the Idle Champions Presents votes, go ahead and do that. And remember that the final episode is happening on Monday, the grand finale of the Idle Champions Presents Trials of Mount Tiamat, with everybody all fighting Tiamat. So make sure you show up on Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific to see how your votes have affected this final battle. Monday. If you have
Monster Tiamat rally.
You'll take your whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Yeah. Also, remember to come by our Discord if you have any other questions. Discord.gg/idlechampions, because the wonderful people there are always happy to help. Anything else we should talk about? Oh, and also pick up Star.
Look how cute that little baby is. A baby kitten.
Yep. Make sure you pick up Star so that you can donate to Extra Life. And Sean, anything else?
No, it's all good. I will see you fine folks tomorrow for Griddle Champions as always. We got some fun stuff, some fun catch up we're doing. So
awesome. And we'll see you next encounter.
Happy end. 5 gifted subs from Eldoan. Thank you.
Oh, hey. Thank you for gifting subs just as I'm about to hit the thanks for watching screen. So thanks for subbing. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.